I think you guys get the vibe that we need some feminine energy up here. I agree. I want you guys to put your hands together. She's fucking hilarious. Christi Turner, everybody!
Nice. Okay, hello. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm so happy to be here. I love being a stand-up comic. I've been doing this for a few years now. Obviously, I love getting to make people laugh, but my other favorite thing about being a comic is getting to be friends with people who are professionally funny. Comics say the funniest things to each other all the time. In fact, I think the funniest thing another comic has ever said to me was a couple weeks ago, this girl, Kaylee, she came up to me at a bar, and she's known me the whole time I've been doing stand-up, and she goes, Christi, I just love you because you have big, single-person energy. And I said, Kaylee, that is a crazy thing to say to someone who's been married for 12 years. You must just mean that I seem so like fun and unencumbered and independent. She was like, yeah, also you seem like a slut. Cool. That is helpful feedback. Great. I actually thought it was funny because I am not good at talking to men at all. I think it's because I've been married so long I don't have to do it as a survival skill at the bars anymore. I like men's attention. I like being perceived because I know I'm cute. I like the eyes, but it's when they open their mouths that I tend to find problems. Like a couple weeks ago, actually, a young comic was making eyes at me at a bar we all frequent. And I was like, this is kind of nice. And then he opened his mouth, and the first thing he said to me was, hey girl, you Blasian? And I was so taken aback that I just said, yes. I'm not, by the way. I'm 25% Filipino. That's how Blasian I am. You ever been so thrown off by a man you had to resort to racial misrepresentation? Just so shooketh by his presence, you gotta Rachel Dolezal yourself. Good. My husband and I are trying to have a baby this year. That's something that's new in my life. Yeah, thank you. A lot of people are like, oh, congrats on the sex. We were doing that before. I think so, yeah, we were. It's just like hyper-vigilant sex now. You gotta do it on certain days. When I first went to my gynecologist and told her that we were trying to conceive, she said, well, you're 36, so technically that qualifies you for a geriatric pregnancy. She said it just like that, like she was offering me a credit card with exclusive benefits. I was like, oh great, does that mean that I get to live in a home with all the other old pregnant bitches? We're gonna sit in recliners, eat snacks, watch Bravo all day? That sounds amazing. She was like, no, you're just higher risk, more blood work, more appointments. I was like, oh, okay, just the regular pregnancy for me then, I think is good. My poor body. I went off of birth control. That's another thing that I am doing to try to get pregnant. I don't know if anyone here has ever gone off of birth control, but I took it for 20 years, and it turns out that you cannot chemically alter your body with pharmaceuticals for 20 years straight and then quit cold turkey without your body being like, yo, what the fuck was that? It feels like a second puberty. I have like terrible acne. I feel like everybody's being mean to me. I'm crying a lot. I work at a 2-person WeWork with me and just a girl who works for me. I cried at my desk a whole day at the beginning of the year. She was like, do you need a hug? I was like, I need you to not look at me, actually. Get the fuck away from me. My poor husband, he is grasping at straws, for sure, trying to figure out what's gonna make me feel better. He is treating me the way we treat our dog when we're trying to get her to perk up for a picture. He's just saying all my favorite words in rapid succession, trying to get a rise out of me. He's like, you want a DoorDash? Maybe light a candle, go in the bed and cuddle? I'm like, no, old Yeller me. Get me out of here, I'm done. My husband and I have been trying to have a baby for 2 months. I texted a friend yesterday that the burden of having a child is already too much. I'm done. Do we have any moms in here? Clap it up if you're a mom. Yeah, clap it up for all the moms in here. Thank you for your service. Holy shit, that is not easy. The other thing I'm trying to do to get pregnant is I am tracking my ovulation cycles. Actually, my body's doing big work. I got a notification today on this app that I hit peak fertility today on Valentine's Day. I was like, get it, girl. So hopefully I made a baby today.
We don't need more Scorpios.
We don't need more Scorpions. You are so right. You are so right. I'm going to stop trying until the spring. That was actually the first thing my girls said in the group chat. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I have been tracking my ovulation, though. I've been tracking it with something called ovulation test strips, which I've found most people are not familiar with. So let me break it down for you. Most of us have seen a pregnancy test. They're like the size of a marker, okay? If a pregnancy test were a person, it would be like your cool older sister who is willing to take you to the abortion clinic, okay? She's like, pee right on me, girl. I got this. We're gonna figure it out together. I have the answers. If an ovulation test strip were a person, it would be like a single dad trying to navigate his daughter's first period, okay? He's like, I need this stick, a cup, and a booklet to figure out if your body is doing what it's supposed to be doing. I swear to God, I opened the instruction booklet for the ovulation test strips. Step number 1 in the instructions was cool your pee to room temperature. It had an illustration of pee in a cup. I was like, what cup? I was like there's no cup provided. BYO cup situation. The ovulation test strips was not prepared for that. I went into my kitchen, opened the kitchen cabinet, I was like, which one of you? I felt like R. Kelly, they were all screaming, don't be on me! One cup was giving pregnancy test energy. It was a wide lip mug from a place called Myrtle's Cafe. Peeing in her. That's how I know we need to advance women's health. Ovulation test strips clearly created by a man, okay? Step 1, pee in a cup. Every woman in this room knows step 1 of peeing in a cup for a woman is pee on your hand a little bit first. You gotta match the stream with where the cup is. We don't have control over that the way you guys do. This is fun. Okay, down and dirty. Do you guys watch porn? Make some noise. Oh, hell yeah, okay. You guys really are here to party. I like that. Last night I did a show and I asked them if they watch porn. 0 people made noise. It was like 60 people. I was like, oh, okay, statistically 98% of you fucking liars. Then get out of my show. Good. We're willing to be vulnerable with each other. That's good. I watch porn. I don't have a problem with it at all. What I do have a problem with, though, what I want to talk to you guys about tonight, it's the ads that come before porn. Because what are we doing there exactly, fellas? You know it's the fellas. Probably the same guys who made the test strips. We're all in it together. I've been seeing the same ad every single day that I log into Pornhub for the last month. Same ad. I heard someone over here, she's like, why are you logging in? Actually, that's disgusting. Ma'am, you do have to log in to leave comments. So, that's just part of my process. That's what gets me going. Same ad every single day. It's 2 shot glasses and a bright blue background, and like Kentucky Derby bluegrass, ding 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 starts playing, and then the shot glasses start to fill with jizz. Anybody seen it? No? Okay. Okay. One. He's like, tell me more, sis. He's like, never heard of it. One shot glass overfloweth, the other stays half empty. This is an ad for a product, nay, a supplement called Semenax, which is designed to make men produce a higher volume of semen. And this is less of a joke, more of a PSA for the fellas. A little Valentine's Day PSA for you guys. And that is that if your partner is not having a good time in the bedroom, double the jizz is not going to solve your problem, okay? Hardly ever. No one is walking into your restaurant asking for all sauce, no pasta. Does that... I feel like I need to end on a couple clean ones because that felt disgusting. We don't have a kid yet. We do have a golden retriever. She is the best. We got her neutered. We didn't get her circumcised. That was insane of cool to say. But when we got her neutered, the vet sent her home with 30 milligram doses of trazodone. And for reference, my 6'2" husband takes 10 milligram doses of trazodone to fall asleep at night. So I'm keeping all the pills, hoarding them and selling them. Anybody wants them? No, I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. However, have you ever looked around your house and thought, now why does everyone who lives with me need to be medically sedated? Is that a me thing? All right, one more about my dog, then I'll get out of here. We also got her a dog trainer when she was a puppy. Not a political person at all, but I do believe the level of attitude we let dog trainers bring into our homes, gotta get that in check, okay? $100 a session. This woman came into my home. She looked at me, dead in the eyes, looked at my husband, looked at the dog, looked back at me. This level of attitude, she goes, yeah, this is really more about training you than it is about training your dog. I was like, what am I paying you for? Get out of my house. I just imagine my future out to dinner with my husband and a margarita goes by the table. He's like, Christy, leave it. Leave it to the tip of my mouth. Who's that good girl? All right, you guys have been very good boys and girls. Give it up for your host.
Give it up for Christi, everybody. So fucking funny. She told me in the green room before the show, she showed me her phone. She goes, Nick, I'm on peak fertility today. I was like, stop hitting on me. We're both married. And the Semen X, that's not for y'all, okay? That's for us, all right? we know what that's for, all right? I want to feel like a gusher. That's a total for us thing.